Next week, a Prince William County grand jury is expected to decide if a Manassas mother will go to trial for murdering her husband. Police say LaToya Crabb shot and killed Curtis Crabb in her family's home back in October.
But LaToya's mother says there's a missing piece to what happened. She alleges her daughter acted in self-defense. And for the first time, we're also hearing from LaToya since her arrest. Rafael Sanchez Cruz has the story.
LaToya's mother says this is a case of a woman defending herself and her family. We were just about to interview her when her daughter LaToya Crabb called from the Manassas jail. She did not talk about the case, but she did have this to say.
Oh, that's my daughter.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from William Crabb, an inmate at the Prince William Manassas jail.
For the first time, we're hearing from LaToya Crabb, accused of shooting and killing her husband in her family's Manassas home.
This whole process has been frustrating and overwhelming, and my children are suffering for me being here, trying to prove my innocence. But it's a long process to prove that point.
The point LaToya is trying to prove is that she shot the father of her 3 children in self-defense.
I know my daughter. I know people say that. I know my daughter. She would never hurt anybody. But her life was on the line. It was either her life or his life.
LaToya Crabb is charged with second-degree murder.
They're alleging that she reloaded the gun, and that's why they've denied bond twice.
Right.
What do you respond to those allegations?
Maybe she did reload, and she shot him as many times as it took to stop the threat.
Curtis and LaToya got married in 2019 and were raising their children in the lower level of her parents' home. LaToya's mother, Marilyn Martin, says things changed when her daughter asked Curtis for a divorce in August.
There were red flags that I saw that I didn't like. But I don't really get into my children's relationship.
Martin says one of the red flags came after she served Curtis a 30-day notice to vacate the home. She says her son confronted his brother-in-law about not taking care of his children.
She came to me that night and said, "Why did he say that? Are y'all trying to get me killed?" And that it took me back, and I'm like, whoa, she's never used that language.
Martin says the second red flag came 2 days before the shooting, when Curtis allegedly sent her daughter a series of text messages that read in part, "Answer my call, or I'm going to go to the house and punch your mother in the face," followed by, "I will hurt everyone in that house," then set it on fire, and finally, "I'm taking the kids. You will never see them." Martin says her daughter was experiencing domestic abuse.
Why didn't she do something? Well, she did. She prevented those 5 murders.
Manassas City Police say they do not have records of them responding to domestic violence calls in the family's home prior to the deadly shooting. Martin says that morning, her daughter tried contacting a domestic violence group who sent her this alleged text message that reads, "Currently, we're experiencing unusually high wait times and have limited availability for live services."
You can't judge what you would do if you're not in that situation.
We reached out to the Prince William County Commonwealth's attorney for comment. She tells us that in order to ensure a fair trial for the defendant, her office will not comment on pending cases. We also tried reaching out to Curtis Crabb's family multiple times, but we did not get a response. An online memorial describes him as a dedicated family man and